Okay, so we're looking at the new chart here, and it's got selected cages shown. It doesn't have the G cage, but the G labeling is still there, because if we start playing around this area here, we're going to want to go to the right into that G zone. So we want those labels there. Okay, looking at the ED cage, which is a fifth away from the A cage. So A to E is a fifth. E is the fifth of A. There's no shared notes between A and E. So right here now we have a clean part of the fretboard. E to D, E and D cages. We've left out the G cage in the middle. We've left out the C cage up here. This banner labeling, because we're not looking at that right now, but we'll get to that. This is a 35 fret fretboard, so we'll get to those G. Here's the G already. So here's the E and the D cage, and on the bottom string and the top string you can see they share the 2 note. So if you start playing on a 2 note on the second, let's say we're playing an F and we're on the second note, which would be the G, then we know we can go to the D string shape to the right, and we can go the E string shape to the left from that 2, that shared note, that pivot note. And these are cage link, cage, C-A-G-E-D. That's all it is right there. But remember, then of course you can put this stuff together. If you don't want to keep going horizontally, you can go up from there. So from the E shape we go to the augmented fifth, which is the C shape. So we'd have like something like that's 3, 4, 5. So the fifth of F is C right there. And then from there we can do the cage link, the C cage link over to the A. So we're on that 5 right there. Alright, so that kind of thing. That's why I left the labels on, even though we're not looking at that G cage right there. That C cage right there. 3, 4, 5 would be the C cage. We don't have the banner right there. So these are the shared notes involved in the entire build. It's not just the bottom string having the shared notes, because remember, E goes to C, goes to G. These are string shapes. The E string shape goes to the C string shape, CA, with the 5 shared. This is very important, because remember, this is easy once you look at the string pair circle. All you have to remember is that 7 and root are shared by the GE shape. 2 is shared by the ED shape. Remember, there's shape linking here. These are cage links. So GE goes to ED, the DC, then the D shared over here, but we got the same one, DC, DC. Then the C shares at the A shares to the G shares to the E. So they're cage linked, and you just remember these things. Okay, so if you're playing a note, any old note like this G, and you want to say, well, what if I want to make that G the 5th? And just memorize that 5 is the CA shape, so you know you got A shape up here and C shape down here. Okay, if you wanted to make that G the 2nd of F, then you know the second's going to be what? The ED shape. So you'd have and that would be in the key of F there. By the way, we're not going to be talking about aliasing today, because that's kind of an advanced topic, and I think we'll get back to aliasing, where we have the same shaped string patterns, Again, the aliasing occurs with between D, G here, 6, 7 root, 2, 3, 4, and also with C and A here. So, not C and A, C and E here, we got 3, 4, 5, and 7 root 2. So you got half step whole. Same thing with the DG, we got whole step half. So there's that aliasing. So you got to know what the number is. Where are you playing? What scale degree are you playing on? And that'll help you. If somebody tells you what key you're in, or you decide what note you're playing, what scale degree. So similar to the way we just decided that this, we'll say, okay, we'll play this G, but let's decide that it's the 5th. Okay, so the 5th would be the CA shape. Kind of thing. We decided that. So you could decide what scale degree you want it to be. Okay, so let's move along to the A and the G shape. The A and the G shape share the 6th. The way we see that is on the bottom string, so don't worry about the C here. Worry about 5, 6, 7 root 2. The A, so the label here is going to be representing the notes to the right or and the left of it. And if there's double notes, it would, that are attached. So with the E shape, it's concerned with the 7 and the root and the 2. So, but here on the bottom string here, we have the A shape and the G shape. They share the 6. That's important, because it means if someone's playing in like A minor, what you want to do is you play this A here, and you've got that you've got to the right of it, you got the G shape, which is 6, 7 root, and to the left of it you have the A shape, which is 6, 5. Now you're not stuck there. I'm just showing you that's the string pair, cage link string pair to the 6, but you have a starting point there. So you can go from that G shape, 5th of G is D, so you go. There's your A minor. No, you're not limited there. You can branch off from there, but it's a starting point. It's a starting point. Otherwise, if somebody just told you were in A minor and you started to play in A minor, you'd be in trouble if you just wanted to start building A minor scales from there or something. I mean, it's not a bad idea. If you know that the A that you're playing on is the 6th of C, yeah, you can play a C scale from there, and that's your A minor Aeolian. But if you want to do it in my method, which is the string shape method, you go G, 5th of G is D shape, 5th of D shape is A shape, 5th of A shape is E shape. Remember that E goes over to get that 7. So that's important to remember. That's why it's a good idea to internalize the shape of the S3L. But you want to think those string shapes, because from that, from this A shape, we didn't have to go up to the E shape. We could have done caged from there to the right or the left, or we could even do fifths to the right or fourths to the left. The 4th of A is, we need the bookend isolation here. So if we want to go from the A shape to the left, the 4th of A is D. So we have this D shape. Remember, this C is now the isolating note, because we need isolation when we're going in fourths and fifths horizontally. We're not sharing notes anymore. We need this. So that's why we'd go to the D shape over here. 4th of A is D. It'll be over here. So you'd go 5, 6. You wouldn't want to necessarily do that. I'm just saying you could do it. 5, 6 would go over there, 2, 3, 4. If you want to